all the bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. Born in the music. Born in the music. Born in the music. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound.
It's week 6 of the 2034 season. And up next is this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. Great game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Coleman will try up the middle. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The numbers in last week's game for Coleman: 20 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. When you look at this defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Young. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On play action, they'll throw. They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Coleman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Hands it off out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Over the middle, complete. It's Mendoza. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They will run again with Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. This is Coleman with a grab. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It's a gain of 6. And a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught. It's Coleman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
In the end zone, it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Probably smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield. Coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Mendoza. And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Mendoza. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This a 2nd and 8.
Down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. Raymond. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd down and 3. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he is all the way up past the 25.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started out in the capital city of Austin, Texas, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And they'll try to run the option here.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Mendoza. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with this.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Crossing right, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Coleman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVP. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Andre Howell brought him down. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Clinton, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
On gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ramsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second and 1. That's going to be caught by Rivers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mendoza.
3rd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll drop to throw. Complete to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. According to the head linesman, incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mendoza. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He finds his man complete. It's Mendoza. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Mendoza.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Flushed it. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for our visitors, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here,